And this, lads, this is not clickbait. I'm being genuine about this. I wouldn't say there was anything wrong with me if there was nothing wrong with me. I mean, it's a fact. Hi guys, it's a warm welcome back to the channel. This is Alpha Omega occasionally on a very, very unusual day for me. I want to thank everybody who responded to my last video about the problem I had with my wife. And I'll say problem I had, it's ongoing, but things are on an even keel, put it that way. This video isn't about that. This video is about my health. I got a vertigo attack years ago in Dublin, when I lived in Dublin. And it was harrowing. It was one of the worst experiences of my life. And I made reference to that in a video that I made about maybe 6 weeks ago now, maybe less, when I got another vertigo attack here in Thailand. And it happened when I woke up one morning up in Pontoutini, the house where we stay at the weekends with my wife. That was a very distinctive feeling of the world spinning. As I got up out of bed and made my way to the bathroom, I had to hold on to the bathroom wall, steady myself to do what I was going to do, as you do, and went back to bed. But when I woke up, it had passed to a degree, and it was less apparent. Well, things started to get better very quickly as a result of that attack in Pontoutini. I put it down to drinking. Thankfully, because I enjoy drinking gin, it apparently hadn't got anything to do with drinking, because when I drank, subsequently when I drank, the drink didn't have any negative effect in that regard. This morning, which is about 6 weeks after that event, I've been managing vertigo since then. It had no impact on my life whatsoever. It was just when I get up in the morning, just steady yourself, start moving around, and you'll be grand. And I wouldn't be 100% in the mornings, but it'd be grand as the day wore on. That was until this morning. I got up as normal. And by the way, if you're noticing the way I'm talking is a little bit more maybe laboured, or I'm talking more gingerly, if you can say that, it's because of what happened this morning. I got up this morning, drove my son to school without a bother. Not a bother. Parked the car, said hello to a few people, had a bit of a chat, came home, and I sat down in my chair, my office chair thing, to do some work on the computer. And when I got up, I felt a little bit queasy when I was sitting down. When I got up, I just said to myself, I'll go out for a walk around the complex here. So off I went. And I was a little bit unsteady on my feet. I'll demonstrate that, hang on. I was walking a bit like this, just a little bit unsteady on my feet, and then all of a sudden, bang, I couldn't stand straight. And I was conscious, like I am now, as a fella hosing the plants there. There's people all around this complex, there's security everywhere. And I was conscious of the security watching me, because I just felt so embarrassed. I was like this, as if I was drunk. Fuck, there we go, you see? So I supported myself against the wall, our wall, at the washing machines. Actually, I might reenact it just to show you 100% what I'm talking about. And I'm going to do this because I feel safe here, because I can navigate towards back towards the condo if I do get another attack. Well, it's not another attack, I'm still bad, but another severe attack. But I'll show you exactly what happened. I was walking along down this way. And I was more or less keeping that kind of pace. Now this might sound boring or banal to you, but believe you me lads, this was one of the most nerve-wracking, terrifying experiences of my life. So I got to about here, walking like this, and I began to feel, like I am now, began to feel a little bit wobbly. So I staggered around this corner and I made a beeline for the washing machines. I'll show you. I made a beeline for these washing machines here, the wall here. And I just held onto this wall and I leaned up against it, trying to look normal. Because it's crazy, like what was on my mind at the time was, they'll think there's something wrong with me, or they'll think I'm drunk, or something like that. And then it dawned on me, how am I going to get back? How am I going to get back to the condo, to the room, which is only around the corner here? So I took a few deep breaths. And by the way, one of the reasons I'm more confident in walking here now is, number one, I did the epli maneuver a short while ago. I know I didn't do it properly. But I feel a little bit marginally better. But I'm losing the run of myself. I'm losing the train of thought. I staggered. I didn't want to go that way because that's passing by main reception, the main gate, main door, where reception is and security are there. So I said, I'll try and I'll get back this way. So I staggered like this, walking as gingerly as possible, and I mean as gingerly as possible, back here, because there's a seating area around here where I could sit and look completely inconspicuous. Standing by the washing machines, who's loitering, like leaning against the wall, looked like it was loitering there for something. So I got to here. The table that I was aiming for is just there, table and chairs. And at least I felt a little bit more confident. There's a wall here to hold on to. So I made my way down these steps, over this, hang on, and down these steps to head for the table. And this is where I got to. And I sat down much in the same way as I'm sitting here now. And I started to peruse or contemplate my phone, just so as I didn't look obvious, just so as it didn't look that there was obviously anything wrong. So I sat here, and there was security. She's there now. She was watering the plants there behind me. But I managed to pull it off that I think nobody saw me, because if they had seen me, they would have thought I was drunk. There's another YouTuber, Yoel Hansen, you know him, a wonderful Canadian YouTuber who does eating challenges. And he didn't describe it as Bell's palsy, but that's how I describe it. He woke up one morning paralysed down the side of his face, and he lost the sense of taste, the sense of smell, he lost part of his hearing, and I think his eyesight was affected as well. And he's well on the road to recovery, thank God. But one of the symptoms, I suppose you call it, of what he had was vertigo. And he described walking along a street and people thinking he was drunk. This morning I had worries and concerns about this and about that. Excuse me. But like anyone would say, and I know you've all had similar experiences where it's been a reality check. Everything else I was worried about is gone. This is a different kind of video. I had planned to make a video today about the normal stuff, talking about this. I was going to talk about Songkran and how much I dislike Songkran, and I do. And I'm going to go and have something to eat and go to a restaurant and all that kind of stuff, the usual stuff. But this has been, and it's still now, I can still feel it now. I actually felt physically sick when I got home. I actually stood up from here and I made my way into the condo. And I lay down and I did the epilogue maneuver on the bed, where I put the pillow under my shoulders and I had my head back at about 30 degrees. That was harrowing. That was I started going again like crazy, and I put my head you have to count between 30 and 60 seconds, put your head 45 degrees this side and 45 degrees that side. You can Google the epilogue maneuver. But I know I did it wrong, because they say you have to have your head over the edge of the bed, dangling over the edge of the bed. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. That would be, there's a fear if I do it wrong, it will exacerbate the problem. But just all my life, I've never been able, well, since my first vertigo attack in Dublin, I've never been able to look up. If a plane flies overhead, I can look up about that far and I tilt my glasses up to see it, but I can't tilt my head up back all the way. The purpose of this video is to share it with you. This is, I share my life in Thailand with you. I was talking to a good friend of mine in Australia. We talk every day, and I was explaining to him what happened. And he said, why don't you call an ambulance? Because I couldn't walk, you see. And when I was talking to him, I was really bad. Oh, by the way, when I got home, I vomited. I vomited cloudy, clear bile. It was horrible. It just makes you feel sick. It makes you feel sick. But my friend said, why don't you call an ambulance? I can't afford to call an ambulance. That's, geez, I don't want to go, God damn. And this highlights our vulnerability here. That you could be like me, you could be just fine one day and the next day, bang. Like bang, and that's exactly what it is. Bang. People have been warning me about drinking too much and having a stroke or a heart attack, and you just keep going. You see, you always think it never happened to me. That could have been a stroke. It could have been. Thankfully it wasn't. I'm not saying this to be dramatic. Maybe it was, I don't know. But I had no other symptoms with it. No headache, no numbness, no vision loss, whatever. It was just profound dizziness, but I'm okay sitting here, and I'm confident when I have the tripod with me because I have something to hold on to. I hope it clears up. Jesus, I hope it clears up. I'm hungry, but I don't want to eat. Do you know that way? It's just that I have a sickly feeling in my stomach, but I'm still hungry. I just want to take this opportunity, and this is genuine. I want to take this opportunity to thank all of you who've helped me with Buy Me a Coffee. This particular week, lads, if I didn't have you, I'd be in hot water. I'd be in extremely hot water. Oh, there's a list of your names there. And I mean it genuinely, thank you so much. Obviously I enjoy bringing you these videos, and I will continue to bring you these videos. I never say die. I'm not as bad as I was at that first attack this morning, but I'm still very conscious of it. I'm not 100%, as I said before. It's like walking along with a glass of water on your head. But thanks very much, lads, for your help. And if you're watching and you want to support me, you can scan the QR or click the link below to buy me a coffee. Coffee is probably one of the worst things I could probably drink now at this stage, because it's a diuretic and it dehydrates you. I have tea. I might drink some tea. This is almost like therapy for me, because I can't hear you, but I know you're there watching this. I know you will be there watching this. And that's reassuring for me, honestly. I tried to tell my wife over the phone, she rang me to pay me tax. And she's a banker and she's doing it for me. She's doing it's all in Thai, the website. And she asked me for my tax certificate number, which I have. I pay my tax in Thailand. And I tried to tell her in Thai, which I don't know the Thai word for vertigo. I'm sure it's vertigo. I'm sure they don't have a word for it. But she didn't seem to grasp the seriousness of the situation. I'm eternally grateful to have you. And if I'm waffling, lads, it's because I'm not 100%. I'm not 100%. I'm eternally grateful to have you there. It's wonderful to have this YouTube channel, and it's wonderful to be able to share my experiences with you. And just to reiterate from my last video, I got so much support from you guys. My situation with my wife, there's a helicopter flying overhead and I can't, hang on. Got it. Close one eye, did out. Jesus. I don't know what to do. Today, I don't know what to do. I'm stuck here. It's like, I've often compared this place to a sanatorium, the place I live in. And today, it almost is. I don't want to end the video here because I want to be able to make it entertaining for you. And I don't think it is very entertaining. I'll get up and try and walk. Hang on, just let me see where I am. Now, this is after sitting down. This is a documentary, there you are, of someone, not necessarily just me, but someone who has had a vertigo attack, a severe vertigo attack, and trying to manage that situation. Let me see if I can, what happens if I stand up after sitting down. A little bit hairy, actually. Hang on. Whoopsie-daisy. Nothing's spinning, but I'm very, very unstable. Extremely unstable. God. Let me reconvene a bit later on, and I'll give you an update. Well, guys, it's a couple of minutes later and I'm back at the condo, and I'm trying to search for reasons why I've had this vertigo attack. It's unlikely it's alcohol because I wasn't drunk last night. Maybe it's residual, maybe it's because of it in the past. Well, anyway, I don't think it is. All through my life, I've had a nervous twitch where I shake my head. I've always had it. And when I get under pressure, you probably never seen it on camera. But when I get under pressure, I start shaking my head. It's a twitch. And that's what I was doing this morning. I was under a bit of pressure doing something, and anyway, maybe it was that. Then something dawned on me. This thing. This is the chair I use for everything, online stuff. And it's ancient. And it's unstable. And I googled, can a wobbly chair give you a vertigo attack? And apparently it can. And that's what was happening to me when I was sitting down here. It moved slightly and I could feel myself going a bit. So I'm saying maybe it was the chair, maybe it's the head nodding, maybe it's the drink, or maybe it's just whatever. As I said, I'm hungry, but I feel a bit sick yet. We'll see how we go. And as I said, we will reconvene. I've had to turn off the fan to record this and I'm sweating like crazy. Thanks for being there, lads. I really appreciate it. I really do. There's nothing, it gives me such a huge sense of relief to be able to convey this to you. It really does. Back in a bit. Well, I did say I'd reconvene, and it's later in the day. It's a few minutes past 4. And I've managed to, and lads, this is not clickbait. I'm being genuine about this. I wouldn't say there was anything wrong with me if there was nothing wrong with me. I mean, it's a fact. It's been one of the weirdest days I've ever had since I came to Thailand. Just before I started the video, when I was telling you about at the very start what happened to me, I was in the condo there, and I didn't know whether I was going to be able to drive to collect my son from school this afternoon, which I've just done, by the way. And you might think that that was reckless, but you see, I'm not suffering from the same level of vertigo as I had been, as I was. I mean, I'm quite okay at the moment. I'm not going to start doing backflips, but I'm okay. I have recovered to a large degree, although not perfectly. I'm very aware that I can still feel it. I can still feel it. I've done a bit of research on this, a lot of research on this on YouTube and on Google, you know. There's various causes of vertigo, and some can be more serious than others. So all I'm saying to you is, I've had this reoccurring for the last 14 years, so I doubt there's any serious underlying cause. But I can tell you, I value my independence. It's stuff like this that really wakes you up and makes you realise. And I'm sorry that this video hasn't been the regular type of video where we've gone around and even talked to people and did this, that and the other. It's just the way it is. This is my life in Thailand. This is what happened to me today. And, you know, again, my wife, I told her, and no interest in it. No interest in it. She didn't think, maybe she probably didn't understand. But by the time she gets home, I'm not going to dwell on it, because hopefully I'll be feeling as good as I am now, if not better, by the time she gets home. But I just want to thank you again for being there, lads. I really appreciate it. It's part of my life, and that's why I've made this video. It's part of the therapy for me, and I always say YouTube is therapeutic for me, and God has it been therapeutic for me today. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know if you suffer from anything like this. Let me know how you dealt with it. I'm taking it easy. I took it easy last night. I was in bed last night. That's the crazy thing. I was in bed last night, asleep. I was gone before 10 o'clock. Woke up this morning at 6, as usual, to get me something to go out to school. It was fine when I woke up. It's only after I brought him home to school, or after I'd driven him to school, did I realise, or did this hit me. Just goes, I shouldn't look at the water. The water's a bit dodgy to look at. It's visual, you see. It's visual. Anyway, this is visual. I'm here for you, as I always am, and hopefully as I always will be. And make sure, lads, if you enjoyed it, leave a comment in the comment section. I'm going to persevere to recover to my entertaining and productive self, which I'm almost there now. And I look forward to seeing you again. And if you haven't done so already, click the like button, the share button, subscribe button, do all those wonderful things, and I'll bring you back another wonderful video very soon. If you're interested, the audio that was recorded when I was inside at my desk, that audio was recorded on the Tascam desk mic. I forget the model number. I'll put the model number down here. And this has been recorded on a DJI Mic 3 radio mics. Let me know which audio you think is better. I think the Tascam desk mic is deeper and richer, and it's cheaper than the DJI. But you see, the DJI are radio mics, and that's what you're paying for. You're paying for that technology. Anyway, I'll see you again very soon, lads. Thanks again for joining me.